Nike is doing us an even bigger favor. They're releasing not one pair of shoes, but two. Yes, there will be two Caitlin Clark releases coming out this year, Doug.
Remember those viral rumors claiming Nike had halted Caitlin Clark's signature shoes? Well, those didn't age well. Not only were they false, they were laughably wrong. Nike didn't just stick around, they went all in. That's right, Caitlin Clark isn't getting just one shoe. She's getting two, and both releases are already making waves, rewriting the story and ushering in a new sneaker era in women's basketball.
So it looks like there is a Caitlin Clark Nike shoe that is set to be released on June the 1st, but that is not the only release coming for 2025.
Here's the scoop. Nike is set to release the Caitlin Clark Nike Kobe 5 Pro Indiana Fever Edition on June 1st, 2025. Then, as the WNBA postseason intensifies, they'll drop a second pair, the Kobe 6 Pro Light Armory Blue, on October 1st. These aren't just rushed colorways with Clark's name slapped on them. They're strategic moves, carefully timed, deeply intentional, and symbolically powerful.
Now, there was a video that came out about a month and a half ago from a content creator that said these shoes was canceled. They was not coming out. That, my friends, is what I'm telling you is purely clickbait.
Let's rewind to that moment of panic. Those early whispers about Nike backing out of Caitlin's shoe deal sent social media into a frenzy. Fans were confused, commentators were outraged, and TikTok became a hotspot for conspiracy theories. Suddenly, sneaker economics were being debated like the stock market, and everyone, from hardcore hoop fans to casual Clark supporters, was asking the same question. Why would Nike invest $28 million only to disappear before the first pair even hit the shelves?
The shoe is coming out, bruh. That whole these shoes was canceled was clickbait. I'm trying to tell you what it is. Now, despite rumors of the contrary reports, there are currently no plans to release Caitlin Clark Kobe 5. Look, that is clickbait.
Making it worse, radio silence. No word from Nike, nothing from Clark's camp. Just a swirling vortex of internet speculation, perfect for trolls and hot takes. That vacuum gave haters the ideal stage. Suddenly, people were questioning Clark's star power, Nike's commitment to women's sports, and whether the whole deal was doomed from the start. Here's what was really happening. Instead of rushing a Caitlin one to market, Nike was building something legendary. They weren't aiming for a one-season wonder. They were crafting a connection to basketball immortality, and that's where Kobe comes in. By launching her debut under the Kobe Pro line, Nike isn't just dropping sneakers, they're making a statement.
These isn't Caitlin Clark's signature shoes, but hell, anything released from Caitlin Clark shoe-wise is legendary.
This is about legacy. The Kobe line isn't just another sneaker collection. It's sacred ground in basketball culture. And now, it's Clark's launchpad. That Kobe 5 Indiana Fever Edition, it's more than just a shoe. It's a passing of the torch from one of the game's greatest to the brightest rising star in the sport.
Now, this is the one the other guy said that was getting canceled. This Nike Kobe 5 Pro Indiana Fever. Now, I'm going to tell you, Kicks Finder, let it be known. This thing broke the internet yesterday. Over 100,000 views that this shoe was coming out.
And the timing? Absolutely on point. June 1st, 2025 marks the start of Clark's second WNBA season. She'll have a full rookie year behind her, national TV audiences locked in, and momentum at an all-time high. Nike is betting that this is the perfect moment to launch her sneaker era, and they're not wrong.
See, this is the sneaker right here, and y'all know Caitlin Clark rocker. This is the shoe that's coming out when? June the 1st. At Caitlin Clark. Now, Caitlin Clark is tagged in this one. She's tagged.
Let's not overlook the design strategy either. The Indiana Fever branding is woven into the Kobe 5 colorway, rooting Clark's identity not just in her personal brand, but in the team and league she's elevating. Nike isn't half-stepping here. They're linking her story to a franchise transformation and making her the centerpiece of their women's basketball campaign.
But I'm here to tell y'all, man, everywhere else, besides this Soul Retriever thingy, is claiming that the shoes is coming out, bro. I mean, the news broke yesterday that the shoes is coming out. I mean, this stuff is everywhere. How much credible do we need to get, bro?
And yes, there's a premium price tag, not out of greed, but because Clark moves product. Her jersey sales have been off the charts. Her game broadcasts are drawing NFL-level viewership. If anyone can justify a high-end sneaker debut, it's Caitlin Clark. This isn't just hype. It's cold, hard market power.
Caitlin Clark, yes, bro. Indiana Fever is starting at 190, bro. These shoes are coming out June 1st. I promise you, bro. They're coming out June 1st, and everybody's going to be looking silly when they do, bro. Tell you what I know. I believe these shoes coming out.
Wondering if people will buy? Try getting your hands on one of her jerseys right now. Or check the eBay listings for anything with her name on it. The demand is real, and Nike knows they have a generational star. Clark doesn't just play the game, she moves it. And now she's about to shake up the sneaker world too.
Nike is not playing no games. They pulling out. This is going to be Year of the Women with Nike, dog. They lost so much money last year, and I'm telling you, they would have did good. Caitlin Clark alone could fix Nike financial problems. I can almost promise you.
So, to the doubters, the haters, and every anonymous burner account that screamed overrated when the shoe rumors surfaced, you might want to sit this one out. Caitlin Clark's sneaker era is officially here. And the only thing getting canceled now is every lazy narrative that claimed she couldn't carry the load. She's not just wearing greatness, she's walking in it, literally. And this is only the beginning.
Like whenever Michael Jordan signed with Nike, that's what they looking for out of Caitlin, bro. Caitlin could single-handedly, tell you what I know, fix their problems. Caitlin can fix their financial woes if they...
Let's talk about Nike's other experiment, shall we? A'ja Wilson, the self-proclaimed queen of the WNBA, finally got her signature shoe this year. And what happened? It fizzled harder than a soda left open overnight. Despite all the hype, her sneaker launch barely made a ripple. No sellouts, no cultural moment, no sneakerhead buzz. Just a polite golf clap and a few overly filtered IG posts. Nike rolled the dice, betting Wilson was the moment. But the market had other plans. You can't manufacture hype, especially when the spotlight has already been stolen by someone casually pulling up from the logo.
A'ja Wilson is her name. Quote, "It doesn't matter what we all do as black women, we're still going to be swept underneath the rug. That's why it boils my blood when people say it's not about race, because it is."
Now, contrast that with Caitlin Clark, who hasn't even dropped her own signature line yet and is already outpacing Wilson in buzz, coverage, and consumer anticipation. Nike isn't blind. They've been watching the numbers. After a rough financial year, they needed a spark. Enter Clark, the ratings magnet, jersey seller, arena filler, and soon-to-be sneaker slayer. The timing of these Clark releases isn't random. It's a calculated pivot. Nike needed a win. Wilson's line was a miss, and Caitlin Clark, she's the reset button. The star Nike needs, not the one they tried to manufacture. Let's set the record straight. Caitlin Clark's sneaker era isn't just rolling out. It's being orchestrated like a billion-dollar brand launch. And we're only in Act 1. Sources confirm that her first release, the Nike Kobe 5 Pro Indiana Fever Edition, isn't just a splash of team colors with her name stitched on the heel. This shoe is Clark-specific, crafted with personal details and stylistic nods that scream, "Welcome to the Clark era." Sneakerheads are already plotting how to cop. Basketball fans? They've got June 1st circled, highlighted, and set with a phone alarm. As one source put it, anything Caitlin Clark puts her name on, legendary. Facts.
Because there is another shoe scheduled to be coming out. Now, these are fire. These right here are another pair of the Caitlin Clark Nike Kobe 6 Pro Light Armory Blue is expected to drop October the 1st.
But what if I told you Nike is just getting warmed up? Because Clark isn't just getting one drop in 2025. She's getting two. That's right, the second release, set for October 1st, is the Caitlin Clark Nike Kobe 6 Pro Light Armory Blue. And this one's different. It's not fever-themed. It's not tied to a team. This is the start of Clark's own brand identity, separate, distinct, and ready to stand on its own.
These shoes right here that are scheduled to be coming out in October, dog.
Let's talk rarity for a second. 2 sneaker drops in 1 calendar year for a player without a signature line? That doesn't just happen. It's practically unheard of. Most athletes are lucky to get 1 collab, maybe a special colorway on a general release. But Clark, she's getting a carefully timed, strategic 2-part rollout. And it's no accident that the second drop lands in October, right when college basketball returns and attention starts shifting away from the WNBA. This is Nike making a statement. We're not letting her fade from the spotlight. Not for 1 second.
So Caitlin Clark will have her own line of Kobe sneakers, bro. That is what it's looking like.
The color choice, Light Armory Blue, marks a clear departure from the franchise-first approach of the Indiana edition. This is about Caitlyn as a brand, as an icon, as a name that sells regardless of what jersey she's wearing. Nike is sending a message here. We're not just tying Clark to the fever, we're building her as the standalone star she already is.
There's a shoe that is scheduled to be coming out first, and then there's another shoe that is scheduled to be released on October the 1st. Instead, these shoes are coming out maybe 4 or 5 months apart. Could it be leading us into Caitlyn Clark's signature shoe being released? I think that is the plan that Nike is strategizing, and that's the plan they're doing ultimately.
Compare this to how Nike rolls out shoes for most athletes, and the difference is obvious. Typically, they test the waters with one collab, one drop, maybe a second colorway if things go well. But with Clark, it's different. From the moment she signed that deal, the hype has been nuclear, and Nike is treating it accordingly. They're spacing the releases just 4 months apart, giving each one time to breathe, build its own buzz, and dominate a different stretch of the sports calendar.
Getting us ready for the blast-off moment, and that is Caitlyn Clark's signature shoe coming out, dog.
Nike isn't doing this just for hype. This is a live market test. They're laying the groundwork, collecting data, tracking demand, and setting the stage for what's looking more and more like a full-blown Caitlyn Clark signature shoe in 2026. That's the play. This is the test phase, and so far, she's passing with flying colors.
Straight facts. I'm standing on business about this one here. Now, we know Caitlyn Clark do have a signature shoe that is scheduled to be coming out with Nike, probably, allegedly, just don't hold me on this, probably 2026. And if it was my guess, I believe Caitlyn Clark's shoe is going to be coming out in 2026.
Now you might be wondering, if all this is happening, why aren't we calling these signature shoes already? Great question. And the answer reveals Nike's entire blueprint. What Clark has now are collaborations. That means she's customizing and co-signing existing silhouettes, specifically from the Kobe Pro line. She's bringing her flavor, her style, her story, but she's not yet designing from scratch. A signature shoe, by contrast, is built from the ground up. The tech, the fit, the look, everything is crafted to reflect that one athlete's game, identity, and influence. That's the level Nike is moving toward, but they're not skipping steps.
You know, everybody and their mama waiting on these shoes to come out. I mean, once we got news that Caitlyn Clark was signing with Nike, everybody been waiting on this damn shoe to come out. I mean, Caitlyn Clark signed a $28 million deal with Nike, bro. Where are these damn shoes at? Everybody been waiting.
This isn't hesitation, it's strategy. It's the same formula Nike has used with some of its biggest stars. Start with collabs to spark buzz, establish market traction, and then drop the signature shoe once the hype is undeniable and the audience is locked in. And with Clark, that day looks closer than ever. So don't get it twisted. This isn't Nike holding back. This is Nike positioning Clark methodically, masterfully, as the next face of basketball. Every drop, every colorway, every move is building something bigger. This isn't just about sneakers. This is about legacy. And Caitlyn Clark is lacing up for something historic.
So there's a bunch of Nike shoes dropping. Nike didn't do so good financially last year. It's looked like they ain't wasting no time. They're finna pull out all the bells and the whistles for these female athletes for the 2025 calendar.
These Kobe collaborations aren't just limited edition collectibles. They're a calculated transition phase. Think of them as the runway to Caitlyn Clark's own sneaker empire. Nike is using this moment to build excitement and gather critical feedback, all while quietly developing what could be the most anticipated women's basketball signature shoe of this generation. It's not hesitation, it's precision. Nike is saying, we believe in Caitlyn's long game, and we're playing it. Smart Money says 2025 is Nike's live fire test lab. Every drop, every sellout, every Instagram unboxing, and every TikTok sneaker review, it's all being tracked. This isn't just about moving product. It's about shaping what a true Caitlyn Clark signature line will look like in 2026 and beyond. They're building momentum, drop by drop, stacking up cultural capital that'll pay off in a signature shoe launch so massive, it'll feel like a Super Bowl commercial.
Nike is not playing no games. They pulling out, this is going to be Year of the Women with Nike, dog. They lost so much money last year. And I'm telling you, they would have did good. Caitlyn Clark alone could fix Nike finances problem. I can almost promise you.
And make no mistake, this isn't just about 2 pairs of sneakers. This is about brand architecture. Nike is laying the foundation to elevate Caitlyn Clark from basketball superstar to cultural icon. After a rough fiscal year, they're betting big that Clark can energize not just the WNBA fan base, but the entire women's sports category. She's not just part of Nike's future, she is the future. These release dates aren't just when the shoes are ready. They're precision moments designed to dominate headlines and drive sales. What we're witnessing isn't just a product launch, it's a coronation. Caitlin Clark isn't just wearing greatness, she's redefining it. And Nike is making sure the whole world watches her do it. Are you excited? Let us know in the comments. Like, subscribe, and turn on all notifications so you never miss out. Click the video on the screen, and we'll see you in the next one.